Hi, I'm Lindsay Davis, and I walk in memory of my 5-year-old son, Jackson.
Hi, I am Jula Boyle, the wife of Jim Boyle, who was the news director here at Channel 12 and was diagnosed actually about 4 years ago, almost to the day, with glioblastoma.
My name is Catherine Mather.
And I'm Tracy Mather.
Hi, I'm Tracy Serene. This is my daughter, Carly Serene. We are Team Scott.
I'm running.
I'm walking.
Jackson was diagnosed with brain cancer when he was 3.5 years old. It started with seizures and quickly led us to brain surgery and the cancer diagnosis.
His diagnosis was a surprise. We had no idea that this was going on in him. We actually had gone to the doctor that morning because we thought something was wrong with his wrist, but it wasn't. She immediately knew that there was something much more serious. So she said, get to a neurologist immediately. This was Friday, and we couldn't get an appointment till the next Thursday. But the doctor said, okay, anything happens over the weekend, get him to the emergency room. And we did. And he got through every single test with flying colors. He was a runner. He ate well. You know, he really had a passion for his job, which made him a joyful person. And there was a CAT scan was the very last thing they did. And we heard over the microphone, get an ambulance here immediately. We have a very fragile patient in an emergency situation. And it was him.
So when I was 18 years old, I moved up to New York for college. And I drove my car up there, and at the end of the school year, I had to drive back. So it's a 3-day trip, and my parents didn't want me to do it alone. So Tracy and my dad flew up to New York, and we drove back for 3 days, 30 hours, and we started noticing some weird behavior. My dad couldn't drive for more than an hour. He couldn't remember my name.
My husband died of brain cancer August 4th, 2015. He decided to join the Head for the Cure because there's not a lot of support for brain cancer, and this was the only one that we could find locally in San Antonio.
I found about Head for the Cure from one of Jackson's classmates the 2 weeks he was able to attend kindergarten. It was a couple years after that, and they had contacted us and wanted to let our family know about an upcoming race specifically for brain cancer, which was new to our city.
So I'm here today for several reasons. One, to remember him, which I do all the time. And secondly, to raise awareness for the Head for the Cure race that we are having here, sponsored by KSAT 12 and supported by the University System of Hospitals and many other sponsors.
We keep coming back for the support, for the voice that brain cancer needs. A lot of people know about so many other cancers and not brain cancer, and we need to support and we need research done for brain cancer.
When we were actually there at the run, it was very different than anything we've ever done before, just being surrounded by all of these families that have been touched by brain cancer. I don't know, we know people, we hear about people, you know, friends of friends that have been touched by this disease, but to have this big group of people that are all there, you know, fighting for brain cancer, survivors, people that have lost loved ones as well, just like us. It was a great experience to be surrounded by so much support and love.
He would have done anything to help others who were struck with this terrible cancer. And ultimately, he is in my spirit in that regard. How do I, after my death, I can hear him, how can I, after my death, bring hopefully some joy to a family that gets the diagnosis but knows there's a cure? So we are still very intimately involved in Head for the Cure for him in his name. I'm pretty sure he's standing right next to me right now. Erin, my oldest, takes a very active role. She is a mother of older children. And my other daughter, Brett, who's the mother of younger children, takes as active as a role as she can. We've been out at all the 10% restaurants, you know, doing what we can to support this cause.
The reason we keep coming back is because of the sense of community, and we find we're not alone. Bruce is no longer here, but we still celebrate him all the time.
And so getting this community together, you can share those experiences and you can remember your loved ones together. You can continue to fundraise and do research and help for those in the future.
I know if Jim were here, if he had made it just, you know, a little bit longer, or could have talked a little bit longer about the disease, he would probably say in his whole happy life, this was not the ending that he wished for. I don't want anybody else to not live out their dreams.
This is my son Jackson at 5 years old on hospice care. He was no longer able to run or even walk. For those that are able to do these things, we would love for you to come out to the Head for the Cure race and be out there to walk across that finish line with us in memory of those who are no longer with us.